If you've ever looked at yourself and thought, man, why don't I respect myself more? And this might burn a little because it's probably not trauma, not mindset, not confidence. It's way more simple. You see, you don't trust yourself, and you can't love someone you do not trust. And I learned this because it wasn't the big failures that made me doubt myself. It was the small promises I kept breaking. You see, by the end of those days, I didn't feel unloved. I felt unreliable. So tonight we're going to talk about the quiet reason self-love never sticks. Broken promises to yourself. So let's slow it down right here for one moment, because this isn't about self-esteem, it's about reliability. So here's the diagnostic question. If you promised yourself something tonight, would you actually believe you? Or would part of you already assume you're going to break it? Because whatever your first honest answer is, that's the real relationship with yourself. It's Black Book time. Here's Black Book 1, the credibility law. Now let's break open the mechanism. Your brain tracks your behavior like receipts, not intentions, not affirmations, behavior. You see, every action sends one of two signals. I show up for myself, or I abandon myself. And the nervous system keeps score quietly, relentlessly, all the time. So if you repeatedly break your word, avoid discomfort, quit early, or lie to yourself, you're probably lying to yourself right now, right? Like you don't do those things. Well, then your brain logs that as unreliable. And here's the law. Unreliable people don't earn trust, even from themselves. So when you try to say, I love myself, your body doesn't believe you. Because love without credibility feels fake. It's like hugging somebody who keeps disappearing on you. You just can't relax around them. You don't feel safe. Why would you? Same with you. Self-love requires self-safety. Self-safety requires credibility. So maybe, just maybe, you don't hate yourself. Maybe you just don't believe yourself. Like think about someone you deeply respect. Hear the word, that you deeply respect, not admire. That person is never the loud one. It is the reliable one. The one who shows up every time, all the time. Same energy, calm, steady. Can you see that person? Because you trust them with your life, wouldn't you? I know I would. Now flip it. Would you trust you with your own life? Here's Black Book 2, the Micro-Betrayal effect. Now this is where people miss it. You see, it's not big failures that kill self-respect. It's small, daily betrayals. Because identity isn't built on events, it's built on patterns. So every time you say, I'll start tomorrow, I'll do it later. How about, it doesn't matter. You train your brain that my word means nothing. I do that for years. And now when you set a goal, your own subconscious laughs at you. And it's not because you are weak, but rather because you trained it not to believe you. You see, self-doubt isn't mysterious. Rather, it's historical. It is memory. It's your brain remembering you don't follow through. And that is not self-hate. That's data. And you can't argue with data. You can only change it. Now, at this point, you already know if this applies to you. Not intellectually, but in your body. What you feeling right now? So before we talk about what to do, let's talk about what this actually feels like when it's happening in real life, real world, real time, right now. Okay, here we go. Join me on this. It's Tuesday. It's always a Tuesday. Your alarm goes off. You said you wake up. Do you? You said you train. Do you? You said you would have the hard conversation. Do you? You see, nobody is watching. There's no applause. There's no dramatic moment. Just tiny promises. And these tiny promises are either kept or broken. That is it. Self-respect isn't built in breakthroughs. It's built in these boring, invisible decisions. Coffee brewing, shoes on, message sent, workout done, prayer said. You see, no one celebrates it, but your nervous system sees everything. And every kept promise whispers, I got you. Every broken one whispers, you can't trust me. Stack enough whispers, and that becomes identity, not mindset, memory. So here is the clean sentence. Self-love isn't emotional. It is reputational. You have a reputation with yourself. And right now it might be bad. I've been there. But here's the hope. Reputations change fast, not through motivation, but through consistency. You don't need to love yourself more. You need to become someone trust. Love shows up automatically right after that, just like gravity. And here's the part nobody says out loud. Broken promises don't just hurt your confidence. They erode your identity. Because every time you abandon yourself, hard to fathom that we would abandon ourselves. But when you do, a quiet agreement forms. Don't expect much from me. And do that long enough, you stop setting goals. You stop dreaming big. You stop trusting your own voice. Not because you are incapable, but because you've trained yourself not to believe you. You see, self-betrayal compounds just like discipline does. It's just one builds authority, the other builds quiet resignation. And resignation is where people disappear while still technically alive. I know that's heavy. So let's slow it down again one more time to street level. Let's open our deeper reflection window and don't answer this next question or these next questions emotionally. Just answer it like an audit. Here we go. If you wrote down every promise you made to yourself this week, how many did you actually keep? Not intended. I'm talking kept. How about this? Would you hire you? Would you trust you with your family? Would you bet your future on you? Because that's exactly what you're doing every day. And that's not shame. That's not judgment. Just signal. And now let's bring this thing back down to earth. No hype, no speeches, no believe in yourself. Just credibility, just receipts. Because love doesn't grow from compliments. It grows from trust. It's time to do what we do. And what we do is to do you. So let's do you, and let's do you together. 5 moves, 1 consciousness, faith meets functionality. We start with disrupt. Notice where you casually break your word. Not big vows, the tiny ones. That is where trust actually leaks. Disrupt that noise. Then you want to own it. Pick a few daily promises, small enough that failure is almost impossible. Get up on time. Do what you said you would do. Make winning boring. Own that for yourself. Then you want to yield. Stop chasing perfect days. Focus on stacking honest ones. Then you want to observe. After a week of follow through, pay attention to the shift. Won't feel hype. Rather, you'll feel steady, calm, reliable. That is respect forming. And you want to unleash. Keep stacking days. This is hard. I can't tell you how many, but just keep stacking them until your brain stops doubting you, until your word feels heavy again, until I will actually means something. That is when love shows up unannounced. That is how you bring you back. That is how you bring God back. Those are your 5 moves. That's your 1 consciousness. My beautiful community of influencers. In our final moments together, let's bring this home to God, the all infinite. God, make me someone my own soul can trust. If I speak, let it be true. If I commit, let it be kept. If I say tomorrow, let tomorrow see me standing there. Strip the fantasy, strip the excuses, strip the soft bargains I keep making with myself. Make me reliable, not impressive, not loud, reliable. Because when my world is solid, my spirit is steady. And when my spirit is steady, love doesn't have to be forced. It lives here naturally. Earn your respect. BYB, bring you back. BGB, bring God back. You own it or be owned by it. You are to run the system, or the system runs you. Change your mind, change your life. I am who I say I am. Do you and stay rich.